It'll be hard to see me probably because it's dark out. And I don't have a light in my truck. I'm driving down the road. I just thought, maybe I make this video. Maybe it'll make somebody think. Maybe not, because we'll be seeing a dude or seeing my gauges on my truck or whatever when I test drive the truck. But everybody's okay with it. Recently, there was a 17-year-old that had autism, nonverbal autism. Got shot 9 times by 4 cops. And the solution to this is more training. Listen, if you want to train cops for every mental defect, every personality, every whatever you want to call it, they're going to have doctorates in everything. I mean, number 2, if you support police, then you support this. I mean, plain and simple. If let's just say you go to a church, you support the pastor, and you know that every Friday something evil is going to happen to a child at the hands of that pastor. Do you support that happening? If you continue to support the pastor after you find out that that's happening? Yes. It's evil. You know it. You still keep supporting it after you know what he does. So yes, you support it from happening. You support it happening. I'm sick and tired. There was a dude that was just chased by cops in I think it was Houston. He supposedly ran a red light, expired tag. Cops hit the blue lights. He hits the gas. He winds up hitting an innocent drivers in the burn unit somewhere, critically injured. Probably not going to survive. The person actually their car went off of about a 50-foot drop straight from the road, straight down like a cliff. Both cars caught on fire. The person that survived was actually ejected from the car that went off the roadway, and the driver died. But you say, well, if he just would have stopped, well, if you okay, so what's your excuse for the female that's getting mugged? If she just would have, and she runs away, and then something bad happens because she runs away. Oh, if she just would have let him abuse her, then they should be okay. Well, that's not if the law says you must stop. The law, in most cases, is evil. That's what we've become as a society. We accept evil as we must obey, and what's good, a lot of people now look at it like it's evil. Like, the guy that ran from the cops and hit that other person. I don't blame that guy I blame him for his bad driving. He should have known his limitations, so that way he didn't hurt anybody else. However, I don't blame him for running from the police. I mean, I've done the same shit bunches of times, lots of times. But I'm smart enough to know that sometimes you just can't get away, and you better know you can get away if you're going to hit the gas, because if it means killing you and everybody else on the road to stop you over something as stupid as a red light, they will. But if you support the police, that's what you support. You support that innocent person being in critically injured in the hospital right now. That's what you support, like it or not. No, I don't always support the good things they do. Well, that's because you're an idiot. You believe that's you probably really believe yourself. Every issue of this country that you show me we have, I can draw a direct line to the police. Doesn't matter what it is. You show me an issue you have a problem with, I'll draw a direct line to the police. Why? Because the enforcement is and always has been the hammer of tyranny. It's what makes tyranny possible. And the further we go down this road, the further we're going to be extorted. Right now as an adult, 60% of your working life goes to government in some way. And this thing they call taxation. That's just so it sounds good. They don't want to tell you you're being extorted. That's what it really should be called, is extortion. You got to pay your extortion fees for the property that they will take because they say you owe them money for things that you never agreed to. It's just the absolute insanity that we accept as human beings, much less human beings that are supposedly living in a free country. We're not. We're all slaves. Some of us know it, Some of us have no clue whatsoever that they're slaves. They truly believe they're free. Well, I get to wake up and go do this and that. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make you free. Freedom is the ability to do whatever you choose, as long as you're not violating the rights of the next person, while also having no authority over you. Well, what would we do without laws of the police? We'd have a civil society for the most part, and those who are not civil wouldn't be part of our society. That's the way. I mean, this is the way it is. The way it's designed. And you know who fucked it up? Those that were too lazy to take on the responsibilities of their natural being, mainly men. Those who left themselves light or weak in the mind and just believed everything they've been told. Anybody that calls himself a Republican or a Democrat today, they're all within those groups. They know very little. They think they know a lot. You know, if you could put a number on knowledge, so 10 being the most possible knowledge you could have about topics, specifically our country, the way freedom, or the way it's supposed to be ran, the way it's ran, all that. You put 10 as the most knowledge and 1 as the least. Most people are about a 1.5, maybe a 2. They believe they're a 10. And here's the issue is that you can't argue with them and you can't even show them the facts because they will not believe them. Trust me, I've done it. I've showed people in the facts. Here it is in our founding documents. Prove me wrong. And they will still deny it. Bootlicker Gay Note, that's a good example. To this day, that dude supports the police wholeheartedly, even though I've shown him verifiable fact. The police force, the government agencies, police and society is unconstitutional. It's literally what we fought to get away from. Over a 3% fucking tariff. A 3% tax. 3%. And they want ape shit crazy. Could you imagine the founders today? They are rolling in their graves for what they did for you people. And all you do is support the redcoats. The police, the redcoats. That's what the police were in 1776. They were called redcoats. No, they wasn't. There was a military force that also policed society. Look at shit for how it is and not what you've been told it is.